Shalom, and thank you for being here. Launching the encyclopedia on perfect random order completes 4 years' hard work. Everyone present agreed to be a partner along this road and has the desire to enlighten and be awakened to ancient memory. The encyclopedia on perfect random order presents a detailed description of the way divine ideas and energetic being consolidate into actualized, experienceable physical reality. Before I begin my presentation, I would like to introduce myself and who and what I am. I ask those present to expand their agreement to absorb this information as best they can. This is the first time I'm presenting this material in front of a human audience. My name in this pulse on earth is Ilana. This body before you is named Ilana. Ilana is the physical costume for my soul that originates in a galaxy where soul fragments are involved in cosmic research, in alchemy, metaphysics, astronomy, astrophysics, biology, chemistry, mathematics, and related topics. My energetic essence is therefore the soul of a research scientist. In this galaxy, where many soul fragments are assembled, souls engage all the paradigms by which the universe was born, and also matter was born in various dimensions. Therefore mind is an endless search for meaning and content to understand spirit in matter and matter in spirit. It is not easy for my soul, which usually vibrates extremely rapidly, to be actualized in gravitational reality. Soul nature has difficulty coping in worlds with heavy mass, and especially with emotions that deviate from planned pathways drawn in leaps. Emotional overflows create energetic disturbances within me that in scientific lingo can be called electromagnetic short circuits. My inquiring soul seeks to move in a stable, orderly manner so that I can remain fine-tuned from start to finish with my understanding, desire, and focus on the way one thing emanates from another and the meaning of each part of every secret of the universe and existence. This is the only way to understand how I managed the 4 years of continuous writing and editing the book without allowing myself to tire. From a human standpoint, it was almost mission impossible. The many topics and creating connections and bridges are the result of uncountable hours, thoughts, deliberations, and numerous notes scribbled with eyes closed in the wee hours while blood levels of cortisol, the hormone responsible for separating the individual from the whole, are low. That's also a melatonin, the hormone responsible for the expanse of unified consciousness, is especially active. The morning brings the cortisol level to its height, like a curtain closing over the realm of consciousness. When separate consciousness dominates, it is generally not possible to remember what was so clearly revealed during hours when the sun shines on the other side of the globe and the unconscious awakens, moving the collective unified brain. Simply put, if I were lazy, I'd forget and be sorry. Broad vision is connected with the pineal gland, and the etheric brain is released from the agreed earthy limitations in connection with time and space, thus enabling freedom of thought. Those who are present in this hall are not here by chance. We all signed a soul contract agreeing to awaken expanded memory and allow inspiration into dense matter. Accordingly, each one of us is responsible to the extent he leaves a place for spirit and enables it to move freely and be expressed in a world subjected to the laws of gravity. The master plan, imprinted in primordial cells, seeks to make present the essence of divine energy in the structure of clustered matter. I have always deliberated on the questions, is there a God? Where is he? What and who do we pray to? I try to understand how the presence of divine energy turns into an actualized, realistic presence. 8.5 years ago, an entity called Osha spoke to me and unfurled our contract with each other and the cosmos. The gist of the contract was to reveal the relations between spirit and matter. I always seem to have channeled with the cosmic library. In my childhood, however, earthy programs and occasional fear of going crazy caused me to abandon spirit gradually. After 40 years in the desert, as it were, I met an entity named Mishan. The personal soul library and the collective library of all souls are both present in every human spiritual creation. Inner agreement is needed to observe beyond the evolving human plan. Our viewpoints, beliefs and fears, like that is impossible, are what prevent us from freely wandering in the drawers and shelves of the cosmic Akashic library and pulling out the desired information. I am conducting this joint research with Osher and a group of scientifically oriented cosmic entities gathered by Osher for this purpose and channeled by Harel Shapiro, who is dedicated to transmitting everything cleanly with no involvement or blend on his part. Thus I was to edit this encyclopedia from my knowledge from here and there, whether from my multi-leveled essence or as holograms from the cosmic library. In order to put the cosmic information clearly, I had to communicate with the cosmic entities in a very detailed manner about what is present in our material world, and to use the names we gave to the diverse particles that consolidated from different consciousnesses. I had to detail their function, essence and meaning in matter. There's a cosmic prohibition for revealing and transmitting sensitive information before it's discovered by the Earth generation and found in contemporary research. However, when I put forth clear contents and presented clear-cut structure regarding the different queries to these cosmic scientists, who were never embodied in matter, I was able to receive a different perspective or expand information to confirm my inquiry or to silence it. More than once, I was asked to wait for cosmic permission when I touched on precarious material, meaning material that was not yet coordinated with the earthly collective consciousness, especially material related to cloning. At the beginning of our cooperative path, more permission was necessary. One example I remember well was the season in which I asked for confirmation regarding my understanding of what happens in the essence of antimatter. I was answered with, "There's a difference of opinion regarding this query." And then in my physical ears, I hear myself, from my own voice box, claiming confidently that my knowledge is based on cutting-edge research, not my cosmic partner. Even before confirmation arrived, I knew in my heart that I saw clearly and precisely. Those are supreme moments. The feeling of seeds sprouting, growing and stabilizing from the inner message that succeeds to form clear words and sentences for the human ear from sensations. Writing the book and researching its contents enabled the inner truth to take its place in my heart and expand my connection to the cosmos, turning it into part of my essence. And so Weave was built to unfurl awareness and consciousnesses of individual emotional intelligence that consolidates into particles of differing densities. This information enables all those agreeing to lift the masks over human consciousness and connect to additional characteristics of cosmic thought. The earth need no longer be survival-oriented, isolated, or the place where bread comes only from the sweat on the brow. Each of those present is contributing to the collective consciousness's journey, fostering transformation and a momentous march toward the light, freedom, peace with the self, and subsequently peace with the other and the different. Let us now take a look at how the book is organized. Let's take a look at Chapter 1. The first slide brings blessings from the entity Osher for this book that compares human awareness and consciousness to a sleeping beauty, waiting for the kiss of love to awaken her for a new reality. Another slide speaks of the divine and asks where the divine is. The divine is the idea and its realization through soul sparks and fragments. Us, meaning sparks and fragments of the divine. It is the divine that seeks to actualize an idea beginning at the point of singularity. The divine created the Big Bang and set off towards its realization. Realization was made by the divine exhale and was concluded with the divine inhale. Thus, the divine's action was completed. Chapter 2. This chapter shows the birth of Earth, the Sun, planets, the Earth, and finally the Moon. It talks about the order of events from the Earth's perspective connected to time. A special section is devoted to multi-leveled alien sounds who contributed to the primitive Neanderthals with their seed, so that the physical skeleton could contain soul sparks without burning out the human nervous system. Jokingly, the cosmos spoke of a cosmic tender, conducted by divine energy, for those among the multi-leveled souls willing to contribute units of soul energy to the human body's structure. From the book, one can understand why humans look different from each other, with different skin color and facial and body structures. The book describes these alien souls, their galaxies of origin, and many details about their way of life. Projections can be made to humans on Earth. Additional information regarding the philosophical ideas connected to the 5 principal kingdoms in the cosmos embodied on Earth as religions. The conceptual kingdoms of the Indians, native peoples, Jews, Buddhists, Christians, and Muslims. All the religions on Earth are embodiments conditional to philosophic cosmic ideas. Chapter 3 looks at music for the fetus. It looks at musical compositions that support the fetus during pregnancy. These pieces were meticulously chosen and are designed to support the maturation, awareness, and consciousness of the fetus. The best composers stood in line to present their compositions. The compositions are based on tones of C, D, E, F, G, A, B. These compositions serve humans from the beginning of their journey on Earth and until they depart from our Earth. Now let's look at Chapter 4, which examines the periodic table and shows the various elements and their physiological and energetic implications for the bodily systems. Much of the information about the contribution of these elements to the physical and emotional body is still unknown. Later, the chapter deals with the elements in the earth as earth, glass, and the like. There's a large selection on crystals and Hoshen stones, familiar to humanity since the days of Atlantis, and which are designated to stimulate man's physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual nourishment. Thus man can understand what nourishes and supportive sound and crystal frequencies are. Inner creation will therefore neither be delayed out of a desire to realize something, nor by nourishment that opposes the manifestation of an idea. Integrative nourishment supports realization of the vision.